Okay, Virgo. How are you, Virgo? I am getting ready to do a reading. I'm gonna pull some cards and we're gonna take a look at what's going on in the heart space of the Virgo. This is a heart-to-heart conversation. I'm gonna use my heart and I'm gonna look at your heart and provide you with a reflection for your decision-making, your navigation of your life. So this is for anybody that identifies with Virgo, anyone that has a relationship with Virgo energy or is working with Virgo energy, or the 6th house, anyone who has strong 6th house energy or transits or whatever. All are welcome. This is a collective reading. Thank you for being here. Thanks for your support. It's really good to be back doing these readings. I had to take a couple of weeks off. There was a death in my family and I needed to attend to that. And it feels really good to be back. So I appreciate you for being here, and I appreciate being here myself, doing this check-in. Let's see. First, we're gonna look at how Virgo is feeling. Then we're going to break down why. And then we're going to get into what is the clearest pathway forward. So, let's see, Virgo, mutable earth. Tried to put those two words together. Mirth. What does mirth mean? Mirth is a word. Mirth, it means like happiness, right? That was the ace. That was the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands. All right, I'll take that. What did I just say? Mirth, right? Happiness. Like joy. Okay. Changing direction. You're changing the direction you're going. There's some sort of change of direction towards what makes you happy, what brings you joy. I feel like you're like being left hanging and you're choosing, there's like a calculated decision, like, okay, this pathway is not going anywhere. Nothing's happening. I'm not seeing anything from this. So I'm going to choose what I do see growing, what I do see, what I do know gives me joy, what brings me joy, there's these two pathways. There's a change in direction. You were waiting for something, it didn't happen, so you're choosing what is happening. You're shifting your focus towards what is working. This could be something that forces you to choose, right? So like information or new communication from somebody who's like, let's make this happen. And you're like, okay, well, that other thing isn't happening, so let's go in this direction, right? This could very much be like someone approaching you with news or a message or reaching out of some kind in a way that's very passionate and joyful, and you're just kind of like, my other option has left you like this, so why would you're now focusing on this. There's some kind of shift of focus towards what makes you happy. Okay. Justice and the Devil in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, Virgo. This very much could be releasing some kind of relationship, contract, agreement in favor of something new, in favor of a new beginning, in favor of being able to go in a new direction, like literally releasing yourself from some kind of situation so that you can move forward. So that you have the space to move forward, so that you can grow things. There's definitely this like switching of you being like, I have to let this go. It is getting in the way of growth. There's something very serious and heavy that has been holding back your ability to move on your path, to grow your garden, to plant your seeds. It's like you're choosing growth. You're choosing growth here. I think maybe this is a realization or some kind of what's that saying, like the straw that broke the camel's back kind of thing, like one last straw. That's the phrase. One last straw. Like this is like somebody says something for the last time. You're just like, I cannot take it anymore. This is over. This has to go. This has to be done. I need to move on with my life. I have things to grow. These are the two most like powerful creator cards besides like the Magician and the Empress. This is like the gardener and the seed. This is the opportunity and the passion that follows that opportunity out the gate and into that new horizon. This is very fertile ground. This is the ability to make some real abundance happen. And it's kind of like, I feel like you know that you're fertile. Not, I mean, that could be physically fertile, but just, you know that you're handling business. You know that you're taking care of things. You know that, like, it's like you suddenly see something that you just need this out of your way so that you can get busy to creating. It's almost like, okay, let's say it doesn't feel like a romantic situation. This feels like some contract you're under. A job contract, maybe a living situation, something that you had to sign on the dotted line. And in some ways, you maybe not literally, it could be literally, but if you didn't literally sign a contract, there's some kind of just like obligation that you feel. And obligation to some kind of relationship. And you're suddenly, that person says something, or you suddenly see something for a different, like in a different way than you ever did before. There's some realization that this person is standing in the way of your ability to create, or this contract, this obligation of yours is standing in the way of your ability to create. It's almost like you're like, oh, I see why I haven't been seeing any progress, why I haven't seen anything come towards me yet. It's this contract I'm up under. The Knight of Pentacles is at the bottom. Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. That gave me a terrible feeling. I think someone's potentially going to try to sabotage you from freeing yourself from this. I think you start making progress, the 8 to the 9 of Pentacles. It's like you start making progress, serious progress towards this growth, this abundance that you have the capability for, right? It's like you actually start, as soon as you start making progress, here comes somebody with something to say. I don't like it. I do not like that. This looks like someone trying to derail you, trying to derail your progress, trying to distract you, get you to doubt yourself, get you to doubt the fact what you're seeing, right? The fact that it's like as soon as you start to realize, like, oh, I'm fine by myself. I could just walk away from this and I would be fine. Let me start doing the things so that I could be fine. Let me start preparing to be independent from this contract. Now here's some kind of reasons and logic and reasoning and justifications and explanations and Virgo, no. Don't let somebody come in here and interrupt this. Yeah. It's almost like gaslighting. Seven of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Four of Cups, all in reverse. Virgo. Okay, so I think you've been in this for a while, actually. Like, I think that you have started to see what's happening here. And someone has come in and derailed your realization of the truth. Your ability to become independent and walk away from this contract. And I think this may have happened multiple times. I think somebody may have swooped in multiple times to distract you, confuse you, make you like get caught up defending yourself or defending your position or defending that you're right, or it's like making you, that's what gaslighting is. That's what gaslighting is when you get someone to like fight, defend themselves so that they will doubt themselves and not be in like not actually see what's right in front of them, not see what yeah, I feel like you're how do I say this? Your speech, your throat chakra, your ability to express yourself is like tense. There's this like you feel like you have to explain, you have like you can see clearly when you're by yourself and you're seeing it for yourself. But then as soon as you start to get in conversation with this person, or as soon as you start to have to engage with this, whatever this contract is, it's like you suddenly get confused. You suddenly start seeing things that aren't there. You start seeing yourself not clearly. You start getting defensive. You start getting caught up in like conversations or defenses that don't matter. Like, that's what, and I see you trying to hold on to that truth, like hold on to the clarity that this is not working. I need to choose what's good for me. I see you trying to hold on to that truth, given all of these, like, someone's making you feel obligated. Someone's making you feel obligated. There could be a real history with this person or this contract, this agreement. I think there's a feeling that they know your triggers, like they know how to keep you arguing with them almost, or keep you justifying yourself so that you won't see the obvious. This is the obvious. These are the 3 cards that are upright here. In these 9 cards, there's only 3 upright. They're all pentacles. The 8, the 9, and the ace, right? And if you add the ace to the 9, you get the 10. It's like they don't want you to see the obvious. This contract doesn't want you to see the obvious, that you don't need them. They need you. You don't need them. You have everything you need. You are whole. You're fine without them. Like, you're the abundant one. You're the stable one. You're the one with the resources. You're the one that brings everything to the table. It's like they're trying to sit at your table and eat at your table and keep you arguing about little shit that doesn't matter so that you won't notice they're eating all your food. I do not like that, Virgo. I do not like that. I'm sorry this is a negative reading. It's like, it's not even negative. I think you're seeing through it. I think that's what this is about. I think you're like actually, which is really positive, right? But this is just like, damn. It feels like you're cutting through. You're finally seeing through all the distractions, all the clouded, this smoke and mirrors that they've got you in. It's like you're seeing clearly. You are seeing clearly. You are realizing, you are seeing the truth. But I see you struggling to like hold on to it when you actually have to interact with this contract or entity or person or whatever this is that is sitting at your table eating your food. I've always heard readers talk about that, how their nose and starts itching or they start coughing. Like, I've never had that happen to me though. Like, it feels uncomfortable, like I almost have to sneeze or there's something I need to get out. It's like you have this truth and you are trying to express it to them. Or you just try to hold on to it when you're around them. Or when you have to go to work. It's like there's some kind of trying to hold on to this internal truth that you're finally seeing clearly. And not get sucked in to this gaslighting. That's how you know you're getting gaslit, when you feel like you have to start like remembering what the truth is. Like if you have to start being like as soon as you get away from this person, you start to think clearly, and then when you're around them, you like struggle to remember what that was. That's a sign of gaslighting. I don't care if it's your best friend. Yeah, see? I said I don't care if it's your best friend, and here's the 3 of Swords. Ooh, with death in reverse. Ouch. this hurts a lot. This is somebody that it's very painful to let them go. You do not want to let go of them. That is painful. You don't want to even believe that that person would be manipulative like that, or that person would be gaslighting you like that. It's like you just don't even want to believe it. Like, it hurts too much. That's somebody that whatever this contract is, this is somebody that, or something that you feel very devoted to, that you feel you have a lot of history with, that there's just a lot of like attachment to. You would have to really, it's very piercing to even admit that this is not good for you. Like, it hurts to even admit that, you have to choose something else. You have to choose to walk away from them in order for you to grow, in order for you to be able to be prosperous. And yeah, like, it's like that, having to part ways with somebody that you really thought you were going to go the full distance with, and really recognizing that you do have to do it for your own benefit, but you just don't want to. Like, you're just like, damn, like, you can see that. It's like you can see right through their distractions. I think that's what it is. You can see right through their distractions. It's not working on you anymore. The gaslighting, what it is that it's like just your history with them. You just don't want to even admit that, like, your friend would do you like that, or your job would treat you like that, or, it's just like, it's just the pain of that betrayal, the pain of that ending, of letting that person go, or letting this contract come to a close. Like, you're just like, damn, I thought I was gonna win the race with them, and then I gotta let them go in order to keep moving forward. Okay, one more shuffle. Virgo, what is your clearest pathway forward? It's like, Virgo's like, I don't want to let this person, it's like, you have to cut this person out, and you just don't want to. All right, one more shuffle. What's your clearest pathway forward, Virgo? What's Virgo's clearest pathway forward? Virgo's clearest pathway forward. Here's a repeat of this Eight of Pentacles, along with the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Page of Cups. Keep moving on what you need to do. Keep investing in yourself. Keep taking the steps necessary to get yourself independent without telling them about it. Okay? You don't need to, you do this quietly. Keep moving towards your independence quietly. You do not need to share that with them. I think there is a desire here for you to feel recognized or like justified in what you're doing. Have the other person release you from this contract on good terms. Have the other person actually understand or actually even admit that they were wrong. They're not going to admit they're wrong. They're not going to admit they're wrong. They're not going to release you from that contract on good terms. You have to just keep making these moves, this 8 of Pentacles to 9 of Pentacles, that whatever you're doing to make it so you can just go out on your own and start with, release yourself from this contract, you need to do that without telling them. They are actively sabotaging that progress. The more they know about it, the more that they can sabotage you. So you need to move silently. You need to keep stacking your money so you can be independent. You need, so you need to keep, get that extra job so you can move out on your own. And it's like there's a real need to just keep doing what you're doing and do not advertise it. Whoa. Damn. 9 of Swords with the Empress and the Sun all in reverse. What did I just say about the most creative cards in the deck, right? And here's the Empress and the Sun. If you want to talk about fruitful ability to create, here's now the Empress and the Sun. This is your ability to create and be prosperous and be fruitful and create the life that you want. That is this contract binds you up. 9 of Swords. It is binding up your ability to create. And they're not going to, you have to release yourself from that. You have to release your creator self from this contract. Like, this is interesting because I think I did a reading for Pisces last month that was kind of similar to this. And Pisces and Virgo are opposites. So maybe go watch that. Because this is like you need to, behind their back, get out of this contract. You need to release yourself from this contract. You ever seen those memes where there's like a horse tied, like on a, what are those called? Whatever you put horses, bridle? I don't know. It's a horse tied to a plastic chair or like a little tiny table that it could obviously move if it just moved, right? That's what this looks like. This looks like somebody who's super powerful and has all the creative power, and the only reason they're not living up to their potential is because of what they are telling themselves, what they're believing, the little traps that they're caught in mentally. And instead of trying to, this is saying that your clearest pathway forward is, instead of trying to prove yourself to get them to give you permission to get out of this contract, like, stop trying to be seen by this person. They're holding you in this contract. Because that's how they want it. They're not gonna own up to being problematic. None of that is gonna happen. It's like, you needing closure, you needing the other person to own up to their things, that is keeping you locked in this situation. All you have to do, it's simple. It's easy. Like, you just have to keep doing those things that build you up, that make you happy, that bring you joy, that you create. Like, just keep doing those things, taking those actions, and don't advertise it. Don't keep investing in yourself. Keep taking care of yourself. Keep getting yourself in this position. And don't worry about the other person. Don't worry about the acknowledgement. Don't share it. As soon as you try to share it, as soon as you try to get this closure, as soon as you try to find closure, you're bound up again. You just, that's the bind. No, it's itching again. I feel like it's like, you're like, but I want to prove my point. Like, I want them to know they're wrong. I want them to know that. No, just do what you need to do. Just keep doing what you need to do. Just keep doing what you need to do. There's no, the minute you try to get them to let you out of the, to admit that they lost, or to admit that they're wrong, or to be like, oh, okay, yeah, this is not a good, I was taking advantage of you. Yeah, we should end this situation. No, they're not going to do that. You have to just move on. You have to just take care of yourself and your home and your creations. What is Virgo's power stance? Virgo, what is your power stance? What is Virgo's power stance? What is Virgo's power stance as they move forward? I think this is Virgo, right? Oh no, this is the hair, and I associated this with Gemini. So the other Mercury sign. Activity, fertility, creation. Get going, hit the ground running. Do you think this hair, this rabbit cares what, who says they can go? Who says it's time to, no, that rabbit is out. That rabbit is gone. There's no containing that, right? There's no, there's no explanation that you're gonna give this rabbit that's gonna make it not do its thing, right? Rabbits have that reputation for just, having lots of procreating, right? Being uncontrollable in that kind of activity and generating life. It's like unapologetic creation, right? That just keeps, it's unstoppable. Be unstoppable. Hit the ground running. The only thing, this person knows that the only way they can stop you is to get you in this bind. That if you were to just stay focused on yourself, if you were to just stay focused and do your thing, that they'd be in the dust. That's the speed thing. Like, just leave them in the dust. They can't keep up. Oh, well, you got places to go. You got things to create. You have a lot of potential here. And trying to get closure and trying to get somebody to acknowledge that they did you wrong, right? It's like all that creativity gets bound up. This just speaks about letting yourself take action and not worry about how it looks, who's looking, who's watching, this is like, there's a whole bunch of sort of negotiation and, you know, just this back and forth up here and it's like this rabbit is just on the ground running, like taking action, hitting. There's no hesitation. You can't stop it. It's just Virgo, what is your power move? Interesting. Uruz, the ox. This is another earth type energy. Virgo is mutable earth. This feels very fixed, like Taurus type energy. The ox, it's grounded. It is investment of energy over time that, you know, you put into something and put value in. It's investment, value, power. It's adding. If Virgo is mutable earth, it's kind of subtracting. It's like creating through subtracting the earth. So if you think of like sculpture, there's two kinds of sculptures, right? There's the sculpture where you start with a big thing and you carve away. That would be like mutable earth. Then there's the kind of sculpture where you put it together. You know, you add different elements together until you get a shape and you create structure in that way. So this is a very different earth type energy than Virgo. And this is a very different Mercury energy. That the rabbit is kind of like a Gemini energy, and that's mutable air. Virgo is mutable earth. So there's this, these two animals are interesting combination, and in an interesting, they're both kind of opposite to you, or different, right? Different but similar. This is like your power move is to be sure of yourself, right? To be really sure-footed, to invest in yourself too. I think about the repeated movements that like an ox going down the rows of a farm, you know, and plowing the earth. That kind of Taurus, putting in your energy into something, adding, like that, very investing your power, putting your power behind something. Instead of always breaking things down, right? It's like, it's like instead of trying to break it down and make it make sense and fit it into this box, build yourself up, right? Use that other kind of earth energy of building up. Investing in yourself. There's a lot of this earth investing energy, right? Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, the 8 twice. It's like walk the walk, you know, do the things, keep doing the things that matter. It's the same, just keep going. Like, don't pay attention to the distractions. Like an ox is solid, it's steady, it keeps going. That's the Taurus. It's like Virgo will try to, you know, fit everything, you know, this has got to work, we're over here. It's Mercury. That Taurus energy is like, no, it goes in a straight line. You do not sway a Taurus. You do not sway an ox from one way to the other. Like, that doesn't fit into anybody else's plans. When they set their sights on something, it's unstoppable. These are both very unstoppable. Don't stop, Virgo. Do not stop. Do not stop investing in yourself. Do not stop taking care of yourself, choosing actively your own growth, right? Choosing the pathways that serve you, building yourself up. and let those contracts just fall by the wayside. That's what this looks like to me. It's like if you have this speed of this rabbit and the power of the ox, it's like these contracts will just fall by the wayside. You don't have to break them down. You don't have to release, you don't have to negotiate or engage with them. If you are fast like this and determined like that, nothing else, it's like everything else will just fall out of the way. These contracts will fall off your back by default because of how you're moving. So just keep moving. You're on the right. You're already doing these things. People are trying to stop you. Things are trying to stop you. Just keep doing the things. Don't engage. Don't engage with the things trying to stop you. Just keep focused. Keep going. Don't stop. All right? Okay. I think that's it. Thank you, Virgo. I appreciate you rocking with me through this reading. That was an interesting one. Definitely go back. I'm going to go back and look at that Pisces one because I feel like it was very different, but also similar about kind of like recognizing your own worth in a scenario. Recognizing that you are the valuable one in the situation. So, yeah. My name is Petra the Spark, and it is a pleasure to read for you. I will put my links in the description, and I'll see you next time.